If a young woman needs a procedure, is that possible? Where's the closest facility?
There's an Albuquerque in Missouri?
The law won't let me get one without my parents knowing.
I know we're not close anymore.
True.
And I'm the last person that you want to help.
Accurate.
But I need your help, and I don't have anywhere else to go.
Go where?
To get the thing, the procedure.
So you're hiding this from your man, your best friend,
Hey, girl.
and your Jesus freak parents. And you thought, why not ask Bailey Butler to drive me hundreds of miles? Because she probably doesn't have anything to do anyway.
Kind of, yes. Bailey! Bailey, come on!
I'm just messing with you. You're right, I do not have anything going on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Film Optix review brought to you by the Drive-In Podcast Network. I'm your host, Christian, and today we will be reviewing the latest HBO Max original, Unpregnant. And as always, I'm joined by my good friend and my co-host, Devin. Happy Hump Day.
It is Hump Day. We finally figured this out.
We finally had some technical difficulties a few days ago. We were supposed to review Unpregnant yesterday. 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. And then, ran into some technical issues, some difficulties, but we're up and running now.
A
that's
Chromebook saved the day. Who would have thought?
A Chromebook, yeah. Who would have thought a Chromebook would have saved our review for our podcast? I don't know. And before we begin today's discussion, we would like to thank HBO Max for allowing us to watch and review this film as well. And as always, you can listen to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, Red Circle, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. And also remember to follow us on social media via Twitter and Instagram at Film Optix. That is Optix with an X. So, Devin, let me read the synopsis here really quick, and we'll just dive straight on in. Did you want to do just like a non-spoiler? I plan on putting this out today.
Yeah,
or
I'm guessing
tomorrow.
Since it's not out yet, we should probably.
Yeah, I think it actually comes out tomorrow, September 10th. So I'm going to try to, pump it out as fast as I can for everyone to listen to so we can make that date. Anyway, let me read the synopsis here. The synopsis reads, a 17-year-old Missouri teen named Veronica discovers that she has gotten pregnant and developed a development that threatens her end wow, I cannot read today. A development that threatens to end her dreams of a Ivy League school, college, and a career that will follow. So, releases September 10th. The director is Rachel Lee Goldenberg. Writers include Janie Hendricks, based on the book by Rachel Lee Goldenberg. So that's pretty cool. Really nice stuff. But Devin, I want to ask you a question. Did you like this movie? Did you think it was engaging? I'll let you go first.
I did end up enjoying this movie. Yes, I think throughout the first few parts of it, I was kind of worried because it felt like a kind of generic, road trip type of coming of age, book smarty, like very, very book smart-ish type of movie. I was just like, oh, it is HBO just kind of watching Booksmart and then putting this movie together. But towards the end, I can definitely see the aim and what they were going for with this movie, and I really liked the ending. I thought it was really well done as far as the message they had to say, and I did enjoy that.
Yeah, I would have to agree right there with you, Devin. This film was very, very enjoyable. Actually, I did a quick little letterbox review of it originally, and I had a blast. I feel like I was in the same camp as you when it came to the first few minutes, or the first I'd say about maybe like the first 30 minutes when this movie first came out. But I firmly believe that this is definitely one of the best movies of this year, especially when it comes to coming of age stories. I'm a sucker for those. It's not your exact traditional coming of age film, you know what I mean? But the movie does show the importance of a woman's right to choose, and of course, what to do with their bodies. And it really makes you think about the issue at hand with the trials and tribulations that come with bearing that type of decision, of course. But yeah, I really did enjoy it. Of course, this is spoiler free. We just want to, kind of keep it non-spoilery for you guys, just to give you an overview of what we were thinking overall. But I would definitely say what inspired me about this movie was the fact that we never really saw a movie like this, when it comes to a girl who is trying to become unpregnant. And the whole synopsis, they're driving, and this is in the trailer, of course, so I don't really consider this spoilers. Veronica, she asked one of her long lost friends who they haven't been close with in a while, and she's like, "Hey,
movie and TV trope there.
Yeah,
Girl,
of course,
and friend grow apart because she becomes popular, and
yeah, and there's always some kind of fight or something like that. And of course, they're in Missouri and they have to drive all the way to New Mexico because that's like a 14-hour drive, and that's the closest state that will let an 18-year-old girl decide what to do with her body when it comes to getting an abortion or not. And I mean, I feel like that's definitely the overlying message, as in, this is, she's not trying to get her parents to consent because, of course, she's trying to keep it from her parents, and it becomes a weekend trip instead of normally what we saw with the binge. It was like, oh, like one night, 24 hours, book smart. They're cramming all this craziness into one night. Same thing with Superbad and Good Boys as well. So it's I don't know.
It's a genre that's becoming more popular, and it's still, we've enjoyed every movie that's done it so far, so it obviously works for a reason.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't know what it is about coming of age films, to be honest. I just, it's just something that I'm drawn to. I guess, we've all been there at some point in our lives, not saying that, we've gotten a girl pregnant or anything like that. I mean, I don't know what your
plans are.
But yes, so I wanted to talk about the cast here for a bit. What were your overall thoughts?
I went in not knowing too much about the cast. I did recognize her name was Bailey, because she's in Euphoria, and I thought she did a really good job in Euphoria and this. She's kind of got that HBO hookup, it seems like.
Oh yeah, I mean we're pretty much deep in the pockets of HBO already. It's like, I mean, I was listening to Lights Camera Barstool, and I think either Trill or Jeff Lowe was saying, like, I mean, do you really have a movie podcast if you don't pretend that you're like deep inside one of the studio's pockets already? Classic. I mean, hey, I just wrote an article about why HBO Max is my favorite streaming service. So we could be getting paid under the table. You wouldn't even know it.
Yeah. And then
sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Haley Lou Richardson, who plays Veronica, the main character. I thought she did a really good job being nice and relatable, being the straight guy to Bailey's kind of comedic act. She's just kind of there to set up the jokes for unknowingly. Yeah, she's been on the up and up. I didn't know she was in. I forgot she was in Split, and she was in The Edge of 17
and 5 Feet Apart. If you saw that movie,
did not see that one. I'm sure my sister did.
And Columbus, I never saw that movie either.
And then there's also,
but yeah,
I'm not going to say who it is, but I guess it's kind of a secret cameo they have in here. It's very very random, but it does work. It's just like it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's very, very weird. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Absolutely. So I think the casting all around was perfect for this movie. You pretty much hit on some of the points I was already going to talk about. So I guess that's a good thing. Oh, sorry about that. So I guess when it comes to so I was going to ask about the least moment of the movie, favorite movie moment of the movie. Wow, cannot talk today. Bleep. um, so again, I feel like with this film that we watched, and of course with our Anola review, to me personally, I think that this film is definitely obviously going to be geared towards women, more towards men. I saw someone on Twitter who said that the men take the back seats in this movie. I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, do you know a guy who can get pregnant? Honestly, like, I mean, there are male characters in this movie, but you know, the forefront, it's about women. It is a story that honestly I think needs to be told for sure. A bit of an eye opener. So I'm assuming that you agree. You know, speaking with that type of generation.
Yeah, I'd say this and
or-
Enola Holmes
yeah.
share a pretty similar audience, what they were going for as far as target audience. Young women.
Yeah.
Especially
we're
this
here
one.
for
It's very I'd say it's very informational. No matter like what
Yes,
side
it really was.
you stand on as far as abortion goes, I think everyone can agree it's important to be informed as to what the process actually is. And I think this movie did a good job of kind of de-weaponizing the whole process, because it's made out to be this big scary thing where you go into some weird hospital and just get this crazy surgery done on you, but they make it seem like they give it a more realistic view as to what it actually is. So if you're
Right.
someone watching it and you don't know what the process is, then it kind of makes you feel a little bit better about it.
Yeah, it definitely puts your mind at ease. And, you know, for anyone who is out there, you know, dealing with this situation, I definitely would recommend giving this movie a watch. Now, of course, this movie isn't, you know, a replacement for an actual, you know, doctor or physician who would help you out with the situation, but it definitely paints the situation in a better light and, you know, gives you more of an honest view of what it's really like. So, of course, as all movies are. But I guess really quick, what between the two characters, which one was did you actually like connect with? I actually think I'm leaning towards more of Veronica's partner in crime there, the buddy cop. My gosh, what is her name? Bailey. No, is it Bailey? Yeah, it was Bailey. Yeah. I just thought she was hilarious. You know, she did a really great job, and she was just she was definitely the goofy one more out of the two. You know, Veronica's obviously
she's
tends
going
to be
to
more
the
serious.
Ivy League school, like just like the classic setup that we've been accustomed to over these past few years here. It hasn't gotten old yet though. Like even
it really
with the
hasn't.
binge,
Like,
it's
I
just
mean, you had
the formula is you get the senior going to off to college, Ivy League school, and then you get their best friend who's weird and goofy and wacky, and they just go on an adventure. It's just entertaining.
Well, Booksmart was a little bit different only because Caitlin Dever's character was going to like Africa or something, or out of but she was traveling before she went to college.
I actually would be interested to do some research as to what started that, because obviously the first one that comes to mind is Superbad, but I don't know if there was one before that inspired Superbad. That'd be a nice little genre for it, the Superbad movie.
It is. I wonder what they would actually call this genre, because I mean, we have Superbad, there's Booksmart. I mean, I would even throw Good Boys into the mix, especially with Lucas being honestly one of the funniest people in that entire film. So Good Boys, Booksmart, Superbad, The Binge, even you know, definitely has some similarities there, and of course, Unpregnant. I'm sure there are a few others that we're missing. It's just those are the ones that I've watched. I can't really say mid 90s. I don't know. I can't really say.
Overall, what sets this one apart is the message is trying to portray as far as becoming unpregnant and trying not to make it seem like this big scary thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I pretty much I almost forgot. Lady Bird is kind of sort of the same way. I mean, Beanie Feldstein,
more so.
She was in there
dramatic,
as well.
but
yeah, more so dramatic for sure. Hey, Patty. Hey there, Patty. Moving up and down. I see you there.
Yeah.
So, I guess, do you want to just head on into scores unless there was anything else? Oh, actually, really quick, one more. Would you watch this movie again?
If I had someone to watch it with and they were interested.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's like, hey, you know what? I got this great movie. It's called Unpregnant. We're going to get you informed on everything you need to know.
Yeah, feel free to watch it with
Forget
your,
going
with
to the
your
doctor.
Republican friends. That'll be a good time.
Forget going to the doctors. We got the information for you right here. Yeah, I would definitely watch this movie again. Show it to your friend, of course. Definitely brought a smile to my face, especially during the current state of the world. Of course, I'm not sure how you feel too much about that, but that's how I felt. But one more quick question, Devin: if you were a physical collector, would you bring this movie into your library?
I would not, because it's on HBO Max.
There
That's
you go.
that's
Watch
always
everything
my
on
answer.
HBO Max.
Just like
Yeah,
Enola Holmes.
we got Crunchyroll. Yeah, and except for Noah Holmes. I mean, HBO Max, you just got so much to bargain with. It's amazing.
Although,
you got all this.
of course, I had to watch this on my phone because HBO Max is.
Oh, did you really? What? Oh. Oh man,
Yep,
I'm
had
sorry.
The screener app, not anywhere. HBO Max isn't
It's
anywhere.
not. Oh, okay. It's not on
I
Fire.
don't think so.
Nope. Wow. Looks like you're buying an Apple TV, buddy.
I don't know about that.
All right. Do you want to get into scores really quick?
Yeah. I'm thinking a solid 75. Like I said, I was worried as I was watching it because it was feeling kind of generic, but as it gets to the end and kind of narrows down its intentions, I definitely saw what it was going for, and I appreciated the message that it's trying to send in the end, and it was very well done in the end.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a I'll give it a 70. I'll give it a 77. I did enjoy it a lot. At first I didn't know what to even expect from this movie. I didn't even watch the trailer, and I was just kind of blown away by it. And I think I'm going to start doing that now, minus Dune, because I watched that trailer like 5 times already. So good, right? But like I said during the beginning, this is definitely one of the best movies of the year. When it comes to women's rights, this I think this movie definitely stands out amongst many others that have tried to either do something for it for this type of genre. Because, like you said, when it comes to this type of issue for abortion, it's not painted in the best light, but it is very heartwarming as well. One of the best films 2020, as I said before. And yeah, 77 out of 100, baby. Got that good stuff right there. So that pretty much wraps up our spoiler-free review of HBO Max's original film, Unpregnant. Again, this does come out on September 10th, which is a Thursday. So there's always that you have to look forward to. There's a lot of other things on HBO Max you can watch. You got Lovecraft Country. You got Raised by Wolves. I'm going to start that soon. And of course, if you're a big fan of The Boys, worry not, because we will be doing The Boys season 2 review once the season is over. Of course, gives us a little bit of time to prep for that review. And of course, you can listen to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, Red Circle, TuneIn, Pandora, and iHeartRadio. And of course, you can follow us on social media at Twitter and Instagram at Film Optix. That is Optix with an X. I believe our next review, well, now we know that, you have a working laptop since you're home. We can do our new show. So, of course, look out for our new show, Headline Hot Takes. We do each and every week talking about everything movie, TV, video games, pop culture related. I believe, Devin, our next review is Devil All the Time. I believe so.
Well, when we getting that?
I think they start pumping out. Screeners start pumping out on sometime this week. I'm gonna follow up with some people that I know. You know, we're deep in Netflix's pockets anyway. So,
Yep.
But yeah, I believe that is coming up soon. But that was Devin, and my name is Christian, and we will see you all in the next one.
Peace.